Your 20s are one of the most powerful decades of your life because every decision you make has time on its side. In this video, I'm breaking down how to invest in your 20s by focusing on the 7 best purchases you can make. Not just things that cost money, but choices that pay you back for decades. Investing in an S&P 500 index fund in your 20s is powerful because time is on your side. The S&P 500 represents 500 of the largest, most established companies in the US, and historically it has delivered strong long-term growth. Starting early allows compounding to do the heavy lifting. Even small, consistent contributions can grow significantly over decades. Instead of trying to pick winners or time the market, an index fund offers instant diversification, low fees, and a simple hands-off way to build wealth. The historical average rate of return for the S&P 500 is about 10% per year over the long term, based on data going back nearly a century. This average includes major crashes, recessions, wars, and booms, which is why time in the market matters more than timing the market. Investing in a side hustle in your 20s is brilliant because it builds skills, confidence, and income at the same time. Unlike a traditional job with capped pay, a side hustle can scale as you learn, whether that's content creation, e-commerce, tutoring, photography, or something else you are interested in. The low responsibilities and higher energy of your 20s make it the ideal time to experiment and discover what you're good at, while any extra income can be reinvested to create long-term freedom. Even if the hustle doesn't last forever, the skills, mindset, and work ethic it creates often do. Traveling the world in your 20s is awesome because it expands your perspective before life becomes more fixed. Being exposed to different cultures, values, and ways of living builds adaptability, confidence, and communication, skills that carry into careers, relationships, and decision-making. Travel teaches you how little you actually need, how capable you are on your own, and how big the world really is, often reshaping what you define as success. The memories, stories, and self-discovery gained during this time tend to compound just like investments, influencing the rest of your life long after the trip ends. Investing in your health in your 20s is one of the highest return decisions you can make because everything else in life depends on your energy, focus, and resilience. Building strong habits around movement, nutrition, sleep, and mental well-being early is far easier than trying to undo years of neglect later, and the benefits compound over time, just like financial investments. Good health protects you from burnout, improves confidence and productivity, and gives you the physical freedom to pursue opportunities, travel, and long-term goals, because success means very little if you don't have the health to enjoy it. Investing in further education in your 20s is smart because it increases your earning potential, adaptability, and long-term options at a time when your brain is still highly flexible. Whether it's formal study, certifications, or self-directed learning, education builds skills that compound over decades and make you harder to replace in a fast-changing world. Learning early allows you to pivot careers, spot opportunities, and make better decisions with less risk, turning knowledge into confidence, leverage, and freedom that pays dividends long after the cost of learning is forgotten. Investing in real estate in your 20s can be powerful because it allows you to leverage time, growth, and compounding earlier in life. Property can provide multiple benefits at once: long-term appreciation, rental income, tax advantages, and the ability to use leverage responsibly while your risk tolerance and time horizon are higher. Starting early means you can ride out market cycles, build equity while others pay rent, and potentially create cash flow that supports future goals. Even one well-chosen property can become a foundation for long-term financial stability and freedom as you grow. Most millionaires own their own home. Around 95% of US millionaires are homeowners. This shows that while home ownership isn't the only path to wealth, it is extremely common among those who have reached millionaire status. Investing in an affordable car in your 20s is a smart move because it protects your cash flow while giving you the freedom and reliability you need to work, travel, and build your life. Cars are depreciating assets, so keeping costs low. The purchase price, insurance, fuel, and maintenance allows you to direct more money toward investments, experiences, and opportunities that actually grow your wealth. Choosing reliability over status reduces financial stress, avoids unnecessary debt, and creates flexibility, which is far more valuable in your 20s than an expensive pile of steel and plastic. Ultimately, the best purchases in your 20s aren't about impressing others. They're about investing in the foundations of your future. Whether it's your health, education, experiences, or assets that create freedom, each smart choice compounds over time and quietly shapes the life you'll live in your 30s, 40s, and beyond. Spend this decade building skills and habits, and you'll find that the real return isn't just financial. It's confidence, independence, and the freedom to choose your own path. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep earning, keep saving, and keep investing.